Is it worth it trying to make a career playing video games? It's a very, very good question, and one that requires a great deal of deliberation and thought. But when it comes down to it, man, the biggest thing that I could say is why the hell not? That is my biggest argument that I can always use in this circumstance. Now, a lot of people that are subscribed to this channel have come over here from TikTok, have come over here from Discord, but I think the biggest thing is TikTok. And if you're not from TikTok and you don't really understand why this has happened, allow me to explain. TikTok is one of the best social media platforms right now that very few people are really taking advantage of. It's something I've been kind of throwing my hat in the ring with for the past 6 months, but over the past week or two, I've really been going hard on it, and I love the app. It is phenomenal. The community is phenomenal, and believe it or not, very forgiving compared to a lot of other communities like Twitter and YouTube. And when it comes down to it, man, the biggest thing is that a lot of people on TikTok support visionaries. They support people who do unique things. They support people who work on stuff that has never been done before. You could work any 9-to-5 job at any retail chain, post your daily experience, the day in the life, so to speak, of you working at Best Buy or an ice cream shop or Walmart, and gain millions of followers who are utterly fascinated in your daily routine and learning about you and your life at your job or with your wife or your husband or your kids or whatever you're doing, your siblings. It doesn't matter. There is an insatiable market there of people who are extremely interested in learning about you and your life. Now, that's why I love TikTok, and that's why I've done a lot of things with TikTok to try to turn it into something a little bit more serious. But in the end, is it a waste of time to try to make a living off of playing video games and streaming on Twitch and all those things? Because in the end, it's very hard. It is incredibly, incredibly difficult. You are incredibly unlikely to find success in this that is sustainable enough in the long term to be able to maintain it as a career choice, especially if you're older. You know, I'm 17, I'm getting up there, I'm creeping up there, through college and whatever once I get through that. And eventually after that, it's time to make my decision and go do my thing. And that doesn't mean I'll be stopping YouTube. In fact, I probably won't have much of a change, but when it boils down to it, it means that my sort of shot at going viral and this and that and this and that has dwindled. And that's okay. But the biggest thing that I want you to think about and sort of mediate on as you watch this video is, what do you have to lose? What do you have to lose with getting really good at a skill or building a really dedicated, loving fan base that is there to support you no matter what you do through thick and thin? Isn't that alone worth the process? Isn't learning an instrument satisfying enough to know you've mastered the instrument, even if you don't plan on playing concert halls or releasing multi-million-dollar albums? Isn't that worth it? Isn't it worth it going to the gym, getting in shape, getting in a good physical way of being, even if you don't plan on competing at a bodybuilding competition? Isn't that worth it? That's my thought process, and that is my approach to the entire process of making money online or making a living from gaming. Because look, when it comes down to it, man, I haven't made peanuts when it comes to what it would require me to actually do to sustain a full-time job. It's very unlikely that this will ever happen, but hey, if it does, this video will be a nice reference to look back on, right? But if it doesn't, just to know that I've gone through this process and given it my all through my hobby is the most enjoyable thing ever. In the end, if YouTube is your hobby, if Twitch is your hobby, it's on you to make more of it. It's on you to try, to throw your hat in the ring, to do whatever is possible to turn that hobby into something else. Because as much as I love hobbies, you know what I enjoy even more? Throwing my hobbies at fate. Throwing my future in the hands of fate. And sometimes when you do that with your hobby, you may turn your hobby into a career. That's my mindset. So if you find something you love, if you love commentating, if you love streaming, why not take a little extra time to optimize your brands, to optimize your YouTube, your TikTok, your Twitch, whatever it may be, into something a little bit more professional or a little bit more well-rounded or a little bit more engaging with your community in hopes of turning into something a little bit more serious? Why not adopt a streaming schedule that's just a little bit more consistent than what you were doing before? Who knows where it might take you? It's definitely worth a shot, and that's my general thoughts on the whole thing. So with that being said, thank you so much for listening. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, let me know down below in the comments your thoughts on everything I said. With that, guys, thank you so much. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.